So continuing our series on shoulder health, in our last video we talked about the loading of the shoulders as well as exploring the rotational component in the quadruped position. Today we're going to add pushing and pulling into this exercise. Again, we're going to come down onto all fours, and we can begin with the rocking, loading up the weight over the hands. Remember that you can go as far over the hands as is comfortable, not wanting to cause any pain or discomfort of the wrists, working within your body's capabilities. And like we've discussed before, you can load bilaterally, or you can shift your weight to load one side more than the other. Now, today we're going to add pushing and pulling into this as well too. So I'm going to shift my weight back as I'm pressing or pushing the hands away from me. And as I do that, you're going to experience activations of particular muscles of the back and shoulders, as well as you're going to feel the forces of that push from the hands through the core or the trunk of the body. And then that pressure is going to be transmitted down into your contact of the legs to the ground as well too. So now we're getting a more systemic feedback forces put into the nervous system from the hands as well as your contacts with the ground of the legs. So now here I am pushing bilaterally, even amounts of force through both hands, and I'm experiencing the activation of the back, shoulders, and the pressure of the legs into the ground. Now I'm going to do the same thing, but with a pulling action. So as I pull my hands towards me, I'm feeling a variety of activation and extension through the trunk, through the spine, particularly the low back, and my forces are now engaging more of that lateral body. So remember that as we're creating the force of the push and the pull, we don't have to do 100% effort. It can be 10%, it can be 30%, it can be 60%. Play with a variety of effort so that you can experience the subtleties and the maximal contractions based on what you wish to get out of this particular session. Now, we can do this again, single side, as I'm trying to pull, or we can even do opposites. So I can, with my right hand, try and pull towards me, as with my left hand, I push. So we're getting a counterbalance of push-pull going on at the same time. And then switch. And if we play with weight distribution, I'm going to then really need to press into the ground through the lower legs and the foot in order to counteract the forces coming from my hands. So now not only are we loading up the shoulders really well, but we're also starting to engage feedback from pressing into the ground through the legs and the top of the feet, in this case, so that we're getting that feedback going in from two different directions or multiple different directions into the system. So that can be quite a lot of work for the body. So play with the amount of effort. Don't go all out. Remember to breathe, have fun with this, and see how you feel afterwards.